Hi, my name's Chuck.
Sway, just move.
All right.
Sway, just move with me, darling. Sway, just move with me, darling. Sway, just move with me, darling. Sway, just move with me, darling.
Whoa, you gotta calm down there, Chuck.
You got the answer, Sway. You got the answer.
Chuck?
You got the answer, Sway. You got the answer.
Hey, I got a good idea, Chuck.
What's your idea?
Okay, so I want you to lay down your business plan if you were a pimp.
Okay.
I want from bottom to top. How are you starting? What's your business plan? How are you handling the girls?
Okay.
Or
ooh.
boys, yeah, and or boys.
Yeah,
I
I
can
would-
see you being a gay pimp.
I would be a gay pimp in the sense that I wouldn't be gay, but I would pimp out gay guys. Okay, so
would you pimp out gay guys or would you pimp out gigolos, like straight gigolos?
whatever the customer wants. I don't discriminate.
Okay.
I would, so I'm going to back up and explain a thing about pimping that I know that I shouldn't know. I don't have like any like real world experience because we're just doing hypotheticals. But in the pimping world, your employees don't make anything. They handle the cash and then they get it back to you. And then what you do in order to keep them, it's pretty much like indentured servitude. It's not an employee. You keep them around by just giving them enough money to survive. And then you buy tangible goods instead of giving cash. So with that, I would come in and I would clean that setup up. I would change it up and it would be I would be an at-will employer. So if you want me to be your pimp, then you can work for me. And if not, there's the door. What I would do is I would play it by demographics. Okay. So with like the gigolos, we're hitting the suburbs, especially when the quarantine is over.
It's a male prostitute.
It's a male prostitute for
older women.
For older women, my assumption, the market research might suggest differently, but my assumption is yes, older women in the suburbs who have working husbands require something more, and that's where my services come in. Is pimping legal? Let's Google it.
I doubt it's legal in Washington. Nothing's legal in Washington except weed.
That's true. Okay, but yeah, so anyway, so my gigolo employees would be dispatched to suburban areas, and then my, typical, it's a term in the industry, I don't like to use it, but for the typical hoes, for them, they're going to stay, they're just going to be competing with other competing businesses, competing pimps. In more urban areas, if you're familiar with the Western Washington area, anywhere on Aurora, just set up shop and you're good to go. And then
would you not relocate if you were going to start a pimping business?
I would do it here to get my feet wet, just to figure out the ins and outs of the business. And then, so for my homosexual employees or my employees that please a homosexual crowd, Capitol Hill, just all up and down Capitol Hill in Seattle. And I mean, I don't know, how would I run it? I would treat all of my employees with respect. I would make sure that they would have all of their W-2s filled out, that they have, health.
So you're going to run a front then because prostitution is illegal?
No, like my business would...
You can't have W-2s for an illegal business.
Well, that's why what did Google say? I hear a gray area.
So, pimping in many
ain't nothing but pimping.
In many jurisdictions, prostitution, the commercial exchange of sex for money, goods, service, or some other benefit agreed upon by transacting parties, is illegal. While in others it is legal, but surrounding activities such as soliciting in a public place, operating a brothel, and pimping may be illegal.
Maybe. Not is. That's not a definite.
They also have a map here I can pull up.
Okay, so
A pimping map?
Yeah, where it's legal and where it's not legal.
Oh, okay. So prohibitionism is illegal in the U.S. Okay, so okay, we'd have to relocate to Nevada. It's decriminalized in parts of Australia. Big surprise there. Legalized in Western South America and Eastern Australia. Illegal to buy sex for third-party involvement. Legal to sell sex. Looks like we're setting up shop.
Canada?
They're neo-abolitionism. Illegal.
Legal.
So illegal to buy sex and for third-party involvement. So I believe a pimp would be a third party. But legal to sell sex. I don't know what that means. So Canada, maybe not. Really had my hopes up for fucking Greenland, but yikes. I would say, oh my God, New Zealand too. New Zealand. Fucking Hobbit-themed brothel. A J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien Pokin. I'm okay. New Zealand.
Okay. So say that that's not an option. You don't have the financial means to do that. Like we're just getting started here, so you have to start it here. You say you want to run a legit business, so I'm assuming that like you want to have them have W-2s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your front gonna be?
So I mean, the front isn't going to be a front, to the judge and the jury, but my front would have to be something along the lines of like something super broad, like a consultant. I could have a bunch of my employees could be consultants.
What kind of consultants?
Like I think therapy isn't the right word, but something along the line of like maybe just a sexual consultant.
Like the guy on 90 Day Fiancé?
Who was that?
The Australian dude?
He was a sexual consultant?
For like older women.
Oh, yeah, but he's in Australia. You can have prostitution there.
Yeah, but that's what he does. It's not prostitution.
But you're saying that I can't go to Australia. So I'm just going to say my employees will be sexual consultants. And what they will do is they will consult the wants and needs of their clientele. And these are private encounters with the employees, private sessions, much like therapy, but not therapy because it won't be, licensed because it's fucking illegal. But yeah, they would have, they would make these house calls or, rent out hotel rooms, and they would say that they're there for a conference. And it would be a conference, but it would be a conference of 1 to, 6 other clients. And then that way I think that it's legit. I think I have a good business model going to pimp.
What if one of your, as they say in the business, hoes tries to take money from you? Because this is an all-cash business.
It is an all-cash business, but these employees have W-2s. So
you're paying an hourly wage, or you paying commission? Like, how are you doing?
So, I mean, we're going to break that down probably from a case-to-case basis, depending on the level of experience for the employee, various factors. But what happens is so if this is a cash business, then the majority of my pimping will be collecting the payment from the clients. Because in order for an employee to get legitimately paid, the money has to go to the business first, and then it's divvied out.
Yeah, but it is an all-cash business, so what if the hoes, as you call them,
as the industry calls them, I didn't call them hoes. The industry calls them that.
What if they're not giving you all the money? Like, are you just going to fire them, or are you going to put them on a corrective action? Like, what's going on here?
Well, here's the thing about a business, if it is,
because traditional pimps, they will turn to things such as violence to make sure that they get and threats to make sure that they get their money.
I'm not going to hit a hoe. That's not my style.
Okay.
I don't slap a bitch.
So how are you going to keep the hoes straight?
The hoes will be straight because this will be a legitimate business. So what's going to happen is
you have a lot of faith in hoes.
Okay, this is a business though. You need to understand something, okay? This is a business, a pimping business. And what this business does is it has explicit prices for the consultations that will be given. And best believe my bottom bitch is going to be a bomb ass accountant and just do the math. And if you ask me, why wouldn't I trust that hoe? Because she's the bottom hoe, as the industry likes to call it. And I trust her. You can't do business without trust. So that's how I'd be a pimp.
Or fear.
What about tipping?
What about tipping?
Yeah. Do you let them keep their tips?
I mean, if it's cash. Because here's the thing. They're getting paid. I'm not like, hey, you have to give me all your money and I'm basically the trust fund of your cash. They're getting a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Okay. Every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. So
They have benefits.
what are we they have benefits.
A 401k program? For sure.
Could they have stock options?
They're going to put their kids through college?
Kids through college, yes. Stock options. Do you really think a business like this has a chance to go public?
They could. Okay. So what is Chuck's pimping business called?
This is going to be like from what the other guys, Gata's Bitches or whatever.
Bodies by Chuck?
Bodies by Chuck? No, because people would do some quick research and be like, I don't want whatever that product is. What's the deal with the rice?
Sex through sway?
God, this... if I think about it too much, I'm going to make it a reality, and I don't want to be a pimp. But let's see here. Sway's Lays.
I like it.
Sway's Lays.
Sway's Lays.
And then, so like pimp names are usually, street names.
Yeah, what are you gonna be? What's your pimp gonna be? Alan?
Alan? What?
I don't think
You're a legitimate business, dude. You could be, just have like a just basic white name.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm taking the industry and flipping it on its head with my business plan. So instead of having like a street name, fucking the name that's on my driver's license. Mr. and then my normal citizen last name. My God-given last name.
Okay.
Sounds lame, but I'm not really going to make the news because I won't have a cool street name. I'll just go to prison. But that's only if these bitches be tripping and they don't trip because I respect my employees.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to be recruiting now.
I guess we got that laid down.
Yeah. Didn't think I was going to have this conversation tonight, but I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, I know we have some stuff that came into the chat. Oh, Hunter says escort service. We forgot about fucking escorts.
What's the difference between an escort and a prostitute?
Escorts don't have sex. They just basically hot women go with old dudes that are ugly just so they can feel good for the night to like an outing.
No. No, that's not what an escort
That's
is.
a type of escort.
That's like the preschool,
The PG version.
the PG version of an escort.
So what's the Chuck Sway version of an escort?
The industry version of an escort is a high-end prostitute, one that doesn't need to stand on the street.
So are these going to be high-end consultants that you have?
Like I said, I'm catering to all kinds of customers, from the street rats all the way up to the Jeff Bezoses, because I'm pretty sure he's single right now.
Okay.
I will offer anything across the board. Again, not just women, men too, trans people, doesn't matter. I'm the whole spectrum I'm offering. But I wouldn't call it escorting because, Bonzo, your mom's in here.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm not going to call it escorting, though.
What are you going to call it?
Consulting. Physical consulting.
Okay, so what's the difference between consulting in the street and consulting over the interwebs?
Over the interwebs? Oh, yeah. Cams as well. I have a lot of cam shows. I have my own website.
Sounds like we need a bigger studio.
It's not going to happen here.
We got the couch in the garage.
I don't like where this is going because my mind is just filling in the blank of what I need to say, but I don't want to say it. Casting couch. Okay, I said it. Yeah, okay, so your question of in the streets and in the higher end areas, what's the difference? Just the...
What are you going to call them, though? Because you're calling your
No.
street women men consultants.
So this is a front. So you can go as deep as you want with a front. I don't want to get that deep. Just, they're all consultants. Actually, fuck, that's a good point. Because street rats tend to be not that good with grammar and words. So I don't think that they would know what to look for. That's a tough one, actually.
Those are different levels, you know.
It is different level, and it's different. Oh,
You can't call them all the same thing.
that's true.
I mean, you could just be like Uber Black and then Uber, so you could just call him Consultant XL or something. No, that wouldn't work. Those are Bonzo's type.
Oh, here we go, boys.
Consultant XLs. I mean, so I'm not gonna like classify my
Premium consultant.
Yeah, so I guess it'd be kind of like a package. You have your street package, your pro package, your luxury package, and then your like wild card,
Black Diamond.
your Black Diamond X package. And that really, so here's the thing too. All the recruiting isn't done by the consultants. Like they have to reach out unless it's street level. Street level, we're not really going to worry about. There's not going to be a whole lot of money in it, and those employees,
Well, I feel like that's
the
where
turnover.
most of your money is going to be. Because I think you're going to have more appointments that way.
You lock in a Uber Black Diamond client once a month, you are taking care of or equating to 2 years at the street level. You please the right customer, you're good.
You're going to have to find the right consultants then.
Well, this hasn't started yet, so we'll get there.
Yeah.
It's all about who you know. So yeah, not an escort service. My brother said that I'm talking like R. Jelly right now, meaning R. Kelly. And Mama D in the house, live from Lake Havasu. That would be a nice place to set up shop. Boats
No,
and
it wouldn't.
boats and hose. Maybe. Again, okay, R. Kelly. Okay, R. Kelly wasn't a pimp. R. Kelly just peed on underage girls. I have no intention on doing that. Terrible topic? Wrong. This has been my favorite topic. One of the most favorite topics we've ever had on this show.
Who said terrible topic?
My brother.
Frick Dom.
He said terrible topic, and then he compared me to R. Kelly.
Our jelly.
Or Jelly, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. What would you guys think? Like, what type of pimp would you think I would be?
Bad one.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think you have enough. I don't know the best way to put this. I don't think you're strong enough to be a pimp. I think you'll crack every time one of your, as the industry calls them, hoes comes to your door.
What do you mean comes to my door? With a complaint?
Or with anything.
So there's like channels, though. If they're a complaint, they go to HR. If they...
Remember, this is a legit business.
This is a legitimate business. It's not like, Sway Daddy, why don't I not get paid?
Can you explain the demographic around that?
Yeah, you may have gone a little Minneapolis Police Department comment right there.
That's just what I would think potentially one of my street employees would be like. But could be a Black Diamond. Fuck.
I think this conversation's over.
Moving on.
Was that her name?
No, that was like the tier that she was working in. Anyways, if a complaint like that comes across my door, it's got to be like a really big issue because my other department should be able to take care of it.
Like vice pimps?
It's called the board of directors.
Senior said pimpin' ain't easy.
Pimpin' ain't easy. It's not in the current climate we live in today. I'm fucking crying. So board of directors, the only thing that I would do as kind of to pay tribute to, the industry and what's come about, over how long have pimps been around? What's the pimp history?
Oh, it's the oldest industry.
No, prostitution is the oldest job.
Yeah, and what comes with prostitution? Pimps.
Smiling faces. I would also look in the trademark registry and see when McDonald's loses the "We love to see you smile" trademark.
The word of pimp is of an unknown origin. It first appeared in English around 1600 and was used then as now to mean a person who arranges opportunities for sexual intercourse with a prostitution. 1600.
Yeah, that's pretty explicit as to what pimp means. Okay, so it's been around for a while, so I will pay tribute to the industry. All of the board of directors will have a pimp cane, but we'll just call them canes because we're not pimps, because this is a legitimate business that embraces all cultures, even though the future CEO might have just damned himself before the business even started. So just want to say now, just so we can put this out when the business starts getting bigger, that it was a fucking joke. So, sorry. Okay, well, I think I'm ready to be a pimp.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the power and control? Control and power?
Keep your pimp hand strong.
How do you think pimps work their hands out?
By hitting women.
I don't like that. Who do pimps go for services? Is it kind of like the mailman? Like, who delivers the mailman's mail?
Mailman.
Just one of his hoes.
Delivering mail?
Yes, sure. You don't think he has a mail hoe?
I don't know. I don't know how common male hoes are in the industry. That's why I'm trying to shake it up. Trying to introduce something new. I don't think I'm going to be a good pimp. I don't think it's going to work out. I feel terrible. Thanks for going down that rabbit hole, Jeff. All right, well, what's in the chat? Wish you were here. Pimpin' ain't easy. Where is Lake Havasu? I don't want to get into geography too much, but
It's in Arizona.
Arizona, nice,
It's in northern Arizona.
nice. Yeah, it's I got real sweaty yesterday thinking about pimp stuff. Fuck. Okay. I feel like you
I
can't.
think you can't go.
I
in anything
can't. It
else
can't
after
go
that.
anywhere else than pimping. Yeah, I think from like off the dome, the spot, like I feel like I have like the natural born talent to pimp, because I was able to in like, I don't know, half an hour explain to you how I would be a good pimp. So there's really nothing more that I can't follow that with anything except that I can tell you that not next week, not the week after that, but in 3 weeks, gonna get waxed. And then maybe in 4 weeks we'll give you an update on where the pimpin' business is at. So Bonzo, it's up in the air for next week, right?
Up in the air.
Up in the air.
Will be determined.
2 weeks from now, you're probably not marking it in your calendar, but there's going to be no show. And then 3 weeks from now, getting waxed live right here on Facebook. Body hair is going to be gone. It's going to be painful. I plucked out 2 mustache hairs last night because they were like hanging over my lip.
Why don't you just trim them?
Because it was nighttime. I didn't want to turn on the trimmer and wake everyone up.
Fair.
So, and there was just 2 hairs. So I took a tweezer and I just went, ding, ding. And I was tearing from the eyes. So,
This is gonna be a good time.
yeah, I just imagine that feeling about 10,000 times in 3 weeks' time, right here on Facebook Live. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We might see you next week. But in the meantime, you can hit up the social medias at Chuck_Sway and at View2 Media. If you're a gamer and are looking for some sort of help with your stream, if you do live streaming, hit up View2 Media, and those people will help you out. Those people being myself and Bonzo and a little bit of Jeff. So, okay, see you later. Bye.